So, Alec, tell me what you enjoy about the creative process and why are you so passionate about it? Oh, must be the other agent calling you.
I'm so sorry.
No worries.
What I enjoy about the creative process is, well, the creative process. It lets me move myself into another place, another time, another mindset, another set of people in general. And it lets me think about things in a very different way than a lot of other people would think about things. I like spending time thinking what character would fit into this sort of setting, or how would the world work if there was this certain rule in place or event that took place that we are not familiar with and we can't really experience in real life. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about it, is it's just different than me. It's different than where I live. It's a fantasy. It's an exploration of what could be, and being able to create that and see that and feel drawn into it like I'm there. It's special.
What are 3 attributes that you bring to the process?
I like to believe that 3 attributes that I bring to my creative process is my creativity. I usually will just sit around at 2 a.m. and I'll just come up with these like wild ideas. I'm like, okay, how can I make this fit into a certain kind of story? Or how can I make this setting work for this certain thing? Like, what if you had a gothic monster hunting story in the style of LA film noir? That's what I like to think about. And I also like to think I bring a certain amount of intellectual thinking into the creative process. I think of the creative process kind of like its own scientific process, in a way, if that makes sense. Just really delving into the minutia and mechanics of how these settings, characters, rules of the world work, and how they interact with each other, and how they would affect history of their setting and society in the said setting.
And where do you see yourself in 3 years?
In 3 years, I see myself graduated and trying to make my way into the gaming industry. I love almost every facet of the design and development process, other than coding, but I understand I have to learn a little bit of that. And I just want to try and create. I want to try and act and try and create music and art and write stories and characters and just create. I'm a creator at heart.
Thank you. And whenever you're ready.
I haven't had an extra shot. How are you holding up?
Going on 43 hours since any actual sleep. Other than that, I'm fine.
Okay, so what do we know?
Why is this here?
It was just a dream I had. I don't know what it means, but I kind of feel like Freddy's trying to tell me something, you know?
Children is definitely a theme in my nightmares too. In a house or a school, I can't tell which.
Maybe it's our childhood. Maybe that's the thing we have in common. Otherwise, why us?
How long have you lived here?
I was born here. Why do you think I'm so eager to get out? Maybe it was like a summer camp you all went to?
I skipped those. Almost went to Crystal Lake one year, but no.
How about kindergarten? I went to Davidson for K through 5.
I was at Bering until 3rd grade. This is going to take a while.
Yeah, but we don't have the time.
What do you mean?
At the 72-hour mark, an insomniac will begin to experience micronaps every 8 to 10 minutes. These are periods where the brain will shut down some of its cognitive function for several seconds in an attempt to recharge itself. Clinically, the subject is asleep for those brief moments.
That's involuntary?
At 96 hours, the insomniac risks permanent brain damage for every minute they avoid slumber.
We'll figure this out before then. I'll dig around in Mom's old photo albums.
And if we don't find any leads?
There's always one way to get more information.
No.
If I time it right, I could learn something important and get out before he gets me.